Why today's young people are turning back to faith. We live in a time of perpetual change, limitless information, and quick technological advancement. Young people are promised more freedom, success, and pleasure than ever before, thanks to social media, globalization, and contemporary culture. A startling change is taking place. Young people are rediscovering their faith rather than becoming more spiritually disengaged. In the process of seeking solace and significance in believing, they are posing more profound queries concerning God, meaning, and truth. However, why is this trend gaining so much traction now? Let's examine the causes of this potent spiritual awakening. Number 9. Searching for purpose in a confusing world. Have you ever felt like you're living life, but not really sure what it's all for? The young people of today frequently perceive the world as a storm. They are under continual pressure to succeed academically, get well-paying careers, and create ideal lives that are displayed on social media. However, many people feel hollow and uncertain about the true meaning of their lives, even after accomplishing significant milestones. Many Gen Z and millennials are navigating life without clear guidance, in contrast to previous generations who frequently found meaning in tradition and familial duties. Faith provides people a greater purpose in life that transcends popularity, career, or academics, which is why it is becoming so alluring. When they ask, "Why am I here?" Comma Faith responds by telling them that their lives are not random events, but rather a part of a bigger scheme. Number 8. The mental health crisis driving a spiritual awakening. With anxiety, stress, and depression at record highs, where do young people turn for real peace? Mental health issues are more prevalent than ever before, particularly among younger people. Teens and young adults' rates of anxiety, sadness, and even suicide are reportedly on the rise. In addition to the stresses of an uncertain economy, social comparison on sites like Instagram and TikTok exacerbates feelings of inadequacy. When conventional coping strategies don't work, young people turn to more profound forms of healing. Many find that their faith gives them the emotional equilibrium and serenity they seek. Belief in God provides people faith that tomorrow can be better. Worship delivers joy where there was despair, and prayer gives them a moment of quiet in a noisy world. For many young people, reverting to their faith is a matter of survival more than merely religion. Number 7. The power of community and belonging. In a world where thousands of followers don't equal real friends, where do young people find genuine connection? Loneliness is one of the biggest challenges young people face today. Despite being connected online 24/7, many admit that they feel isolated, misunderstood, or invisible. Digital interactions often lack the warmth of real, human connection. This is where faith communities step in. Whether it's a local church, a campus Bible study, or even an online fellowship group, these spaces offer authentic belonging. Young people find others who care about them not for what they achieve, but for who they are. In a world where friendships can feel shallow or temporary, the community found in faith groups becomes a family. They celebrate together, pray together, and walk through struggles side by side, creating bonds that young people long for in today's fractured society. Number 6. Disillusionment with materialism. If money, fame, and success guarantee happiness, why do so many celebrities feel broken? Modern culture constantly tells young people that happiness can be bought whether through luxury brands, dream vacations, or the latest technology. Social media influencers reinforce the idea that success equals wealth and lifestyle. But many young people are waking up to the truth. Money and possessions cannot guarantee fulfillment. They see wealthy celebrities struggling with broken relationships, substance abuse, or even public breakdowns. And they wonder if chasing materialism is worth it. For those searching for something deeper, faith provides a different perspective, teaching that true joy and contentment don't come from external things, but from an inner relationship with God. This realization is freeing as it allows young people to shift their focus from temporary gains to eternal values. Number 5. The search for truth in a world of relativism. When everyone says, "Live your truth," how do you know what's really right or wrong? Today's society often promotes the idea that truth is subjective. your truth versus my truth. While this may sound empowering, many young people find it exhausting and confusing. Constantly shifting cultural norms leave them without solid ground to stand on. They are tired of being told to create their own truth and instead crave stability and clarity. Faith offers timeless principles that have stood the test of centuries. The teachings of Scripture, for example, provide a moral compass in a world where right and wrong often feel blurred. By turning back to faith, young people are choosing to anchor their lives in something unchanging, finding comfort in absolute truths rather than being swept away by society's shifting opinions. Number 4, influence of faith-based role models. What happens when your favorite athlete, musician, or influencer boldly shares their faith? Another powerful factor in this revival is the visibility of faith-filled role models. Social media has made it easier than ever for young people to see how celebrities, athletes, and influencers live out their spiritual values. When a football player kneels to pray after a game, or a pop star shares their testimony about faith, it normalizes spirituality in a fresh, relatable way. These role models show that faith is not outdated or irrelevant, it's compatible with modern success and influence. Their openness about God inspires young fans to explore faith for themselves, proving that belief is not limited to the past, but is alive and thriving in the present. Number 3, revival through music and media. What if the next viral TikTok video wasn't just entertainment, but a worship song? Faith is also spreading through cultural mediums that young people naturally engage with: music, movies, and digital content. Christian worship songs are going viral on TikTok, inspiring millions with lyrics of hope and encouragement. Faith-based films are topping box office charts, showing that spiritual stories resonate even in mainstream entertainment. Podcasts and YouTube sermons are making biblical teaching accessible on demand, reaching young people who never stepped foot in a traditional church. This revival through media is powerful because it meets young people where they are on their phones, in their playlists, and in their favorite streaming platforms. By making faith relatable and accessible, media is becoming a major doorway back to God for the younger generation. Number 2, desire for hope in times of crisis. When the world feels like it's falling apart, wars, pandemics, climate anxiety, where do you turn for hope? Young people are growing up in one of the most turbulent times in history. Global pandemics, wars, political divisions, climate anxiety, and economic instability fill their daily news feeds. This constant exposure to crisis leaves them feeling vulnerable and afraid about the future. In such times, faith becomes a lifeline. It offers hope that, despite the chaos of the world, there is a higher power in control. This assurance allows them to face uncertainty with courage and resilience. For many, faith is no longer just about religious tradition. It is about having hope when everything else feels fragile. Number 1, redefining faith outside tradition. What if faith wasn't about rules and rituals, but about a personal connection with God? Interestingly, not all young people are returning to faith in the same way previous generations did. Many are moving away from rigid traditions or formal institutions, instead seeking personal and authentic spiritual experiences. Small prayer groups, house gatherings, online Bible studies, and even private times of meditation are becoming popular. This shift doesn't mean they are rejecting God, rather. They are reshaping how they connect with Him in a way that feels genuine. By prioritizing relationship over ritual, they are discovering that faith is less about religion and more about encountering God personally. This redefinition makes faith approachable, flexible, and deeply personal for a new generation. So why are today's young people turning back to faith? Because despite all the advancements in technology and society, the deepest needs of the human heart remain the same purpose: peace, belonging, truth, and hope. Young people are realizing that no amount of money, fame, or innovation can satisfy the soul. This growing spiritual awakening reminds us of a timeless truth: no matter how modern life becomes, the human soul will always find its way back to God. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.